Welcome to episode number 7 of this MLB The Show 22 postseason series. And today, obviously, I'm playing MLB The Show 22 postseason series or bracket or really both. It's episode number 7. It's episode number 7, like I just said, and it says it in the title. It's Game 1 NLCS Best of 7 series. Milwaukee Brewers, San Francisco Giants. The starting pitching matchup for Game 1 is Adrian Hauser for the Brewers and Alex Cobb for the Giants. Because the Twins had not made it to the ALCS, they lost in Game 5 of the ALDS to the Rays in Tampa, or in St. Petersburg in the last episode of the series. That would be the last episode of the series would be the Einstein in the type corner right up here. There should be an icon pops up. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. They made it to the ALCS. I did a coin toss off camera to determine if I'm filming the ALCS or the NLCS. I did that because the Twins aren't in the ALCS. So if it was heads, it would be the ALCS. I'd be filming the ALCS. If it was tails, I'd be filming the NLCS. If it was tails, obviously I'm filming the NLCS. So over in the ALCS, there's already been 2 games played because Game 1, the ALCS started. Let's the schedule here. Well, right here. So well, first let's go back to the Rays beat the Twins in Game 5 of their series 2-1. It was Game 5 between the Dodgers and the Giants of the NLDS. Winner moves on to the NLCS to play the Brewers, and loser will go home, obviously. The Giants won the game 1-0 in 15 innings. They got 1 run in the bottom of the 15th. The win the game was on a Brandon Crawford RBI walk-off double. And then, obviously, no games here on October 13th. October 14th, it was Game 1 of the ALCS. The Rays won the game 3-2 in 11 innings. It was 1-0 Astros going in the bottom of the 9th against Ryan Presley. Austin Meadows, with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, hit a solo home run and tie the game at 1. Then in the top of the 11th, Alex Bregman for the Astros hit a RBI single, made it 2-1 Houston in the 11th. And then in the bottom of the 11th, Randy Arozarena got on via the fielder's choice to tie the game at 2. And then that tied the game at 2. And then they also got another run. The Rays they got their first run to tie the game at 2 in the bottom of the 11th on a fielder's choice by Randy Arozarena. And then how did they get their second run? It was on I believe an RBI. So they got their second run of the day and tied the game in the bottom of the 11th on a RBI on a fielder's choice by Randy Arozarena, and then they won the game. I believe, yeah, and then they won the game in the bottom of 11th by scoring another run. It was, I believe, on an RBI single by G-Man Choi. So the Rays ended up, they were down 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th. Meadows tied it, and they were down 2-1 in the bottom of the 11th. Randy Arozarena tied it, and then Choi won it, or then G-Man Choi won it. And they won Game 1, 3-2 in 11 innings. And then Game 2, the Astros won Game 2, 2-0. So the Rays won Game 1 of the ALCS 3-2 in 11 innings. And then the Astros won Game 2 of the ALCS 2-0. So that best of 7 ALCS is tied at 1 game apiece. As that series, or like I said, and the ALCS, the best of 7 ALCS between the Astros and the Rays is tied at 1 game apiece. It's best of 7 series, like I said, the best of 7 ALCS is tied at 1 game apiece. As that series will shift to Houston for Games 3, 4, and 5. But for this series, the NLCS, obviously, like I said, the ALCS, Astros, Rays, series tied at 1 game apiece. And the best of 7 ALCS, and obviously the series will shift to Houston for Games 3, 4, and 5. But for the NLCS, the National League Championship Series, it's the Brewers and the Giants. The Giants have home field advantage, so Games 1 and 2 will be in San Francisco. Games 3, 4, and 5, obviously Game 5, if necessary, is in Milwaukee, or are in Milwaukee. And then Games 6 and 7, if necessary, will be back in San Francisco. So Games 1 and 2, are in San Francisco. Games 3, 4, and 5, and obviously for Game 5, if necessary, will be in Milwaukee, and then Games 6 and 7, if necessary, will be back in San Francisco. Let's get into Game 1 of the, oh yeah, and by the way, before we get into it, the Astros center fielder Chad McCormick, happened in the ALDS, he broke his shin. Chad McCormick, the Astros center fielder, and I don't know what game it was in the ALDS against the Chicago White Sox, but it was sometime in the ALDS. I might have said ALCS. But either way, sometime in the Astros center fielder Chad McCormick, sometime in the ALDS against the Chicago White Sox, broke his shin. I forgot what, it might have been like Game 2 or 3 of the ALDS against the White Sox. But either way, the Astros center fielder Chad McCormick broke his shin in the ALDS, so he's out 1 to 2 months, which is the rest of the postseason. And then, like I said, Chad McCormick, the actual center fielder, broke his shin. And he's out 1 to 2 months, which is the rest of the postseason. And I called up Jake Myers, I believe, if I remember right. Yeah, I believe it's Jake Myers. I called up to replace or take the place, or I called up Jake Myers to take the place of Chad McCormick. Let's in the game one of its best of 7 NLCS. Brewers at Giants. Let's in the game one right now. The Giants are the red controller and the Brewers are the blue controller. Home uniforms for the Giants, road uniforms for the Brewers. Oracle Park holds 41,915. Holds 41,915. Opened in 2000. Presentation mode broadcast. Quick counts on. Cloud cover. Clear skies. As Adrian Hauser is a righty and a 75 overall. Alex Cobb is also a righty and is also a 75 overall. So both pitchers are right-handed and they're both a 75 overall. Let's get into the game right now. Well, obviously there's still the lineups. As I'll be filming the entirety of the NLCS every day, regardless if it goes 4 games, 5 games, 6 games, or 7 days. I'll film the entirety of the NLCS, and then also I'll film the entirety of the World Series. So yeah, I'll film the entirety of the NLCS. I'll film the entirety, or play it and film the, or I'll play the entirety. I'll play the entirety of the NLCS on camera, and I'll play the entirety of the ALCS off camera, and then also I'll play the entirety of the World Series on camera, obviously. And the ALCS, NLCS, and the World Series, all 3 of those series I just said are best of 7 series. So yeah, let's into it. I'm the play-by-play for this game. I'm the play-by-play announcer for this game, and John Shambi is not turned down at all. Let's get into game 1. Brewers Giants, game 1 NLCS. I don't know why there's a postseason bracket, but it's a glitch or something because it doesn't show anything. Here's the lineups. As you can feel the energy here at Oracle Park in San Francisco as pre-game festivities come to a close. We are here at Oracle Park in San Francisco, California for Game 1 of the 2022 NLCS. And the 2022 NLCS features the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Vinny Jennings, Studio 42, aka Man Dave. Welcome to Postseason Baseball here on the show. As it's Game 1 of this best of 7 NLCS, Milwaukee Brewers, San Francisco Giants. As the Brewers beat the Braves in 4 games in the division series, and the Giants beat the Dodgers in 5 games in their division series, and they won the series. The Giants beat the Dodgers in 5 games in their division series, and they won Game 5 1-0 in 15 innings on a Brandon Crawford RBI walkout double right here at Oracle Park. Obviously, because if they were on the road, they couldn't walk it off. First pitch of the NLCS comes your way, or first pitch of Game 1 of the NLCS comes your way next. Alex Cobb did not get a start in the NLDS. Had 18 strikes in 2021, 8-3 record, 3.76 ERA, pitched in 93 and 1/3 innings pitched, 85 hits, 1.26 WHIP, 33 walks, and 98 strikeouts. As here's Colton Juan, to lead it off. As I just said, the Brewers beat the Braves in the NLDS 3-1, and the Giants beat the Dodgers 3-2 in their NLDS. Center, splitter, a knuckle curve, and a 4-seam fastball, or a center, a splitter, a knuckle curve, and a 4-seam fastball for Cobb. Here's Colton Juan to lead it off for the Brewers as we're on your way here in Game 1. Fly ball left center. Going over his Dutter to his right. And he'll get there. 1 down, lead off the ball game. As we're on your way, here in game 1 of the NLCS. And here's the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. Colton Juan, Willie Adames, Christian Yelich, Andrew Mertechin, DH, Rowdy Tellez, Hunter Renfroe, Omar Narvaez, Lorenzo Cain, Jace Peterson. 2 home runs in the postseason for the Brewers as a team. It was a Rowdy Tellez solo home run, I believe, in game 2 of the NLDS. And then Jace Peterson, 2-run home run, I believe, in game 3. So it was a Rowdy Tellez solo home run in game 2 of the NLDS. And a Jace Peterson 2-run home run in game 3 of the NLDS, I believe. 2-1 pitch to Adames. And that is low, 3-1 to Adames with Yelich, I believe, on deck. Here we go. 3-1 hitters count. Adames batting 133 here in the postseason. 3-1 hitters count. And that's a ground ball to Stella. The Giants center Mason botched it. Then throws to first, and he's still down it by half a step. As he botched it, and he's still down Adames by what? Half a step. No runners on 2 outs for Yelich. He batted 125 in the NLDS, or batted 125 here in the postseason so far. Foul ball right off the catcher, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. There is Steven Dutter in and over. 1-2-3 to the Brewers. Giants coming to the bat. No score in game 1 of the NLCS. Adrian Hauser did not get a start either in the NLDS, but didn't get a start in the NLDS. He has 26 starts in his 2021 regular season, 10-6 record, 3.22 ERA, 142 and 1/3 innings pitched, 118 hits, 1.28 WHIP, 64 walks, and 105 strikeouts. So Alex Cobb for the Giants and Adrian Hauser for the Brewers did not get a start in the National League Division Series, but they did the start here in game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Usually Skremsky batted 083 in the postseason, which on that he batted 083 in the NLDS, and also that means he batted 083 in the postseason. Ground ball to Adames beyond second, throw to first in time. 1 down here in the first. And here's the starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Mike Skremsky now batting 080. Tommy LaSella, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Bell, Darren Ruff, the DH, Scott Peterson, Evan Longoria, Steven Dutter, and Joey Bart. 3 home runs in the postseason as a team for the Giants. And so, like I said, the Giants beat the Dodgers 3-2 in the NLDS. It was on a Brandon Crawford RBI double, walk-off RBI double in Game 5, 2 nights ago. Yeah, caught by Kane in center, as, yeah, like I said, Crawford is now up right here. He was the hero in Game 5 of the NLDS. I believe it was, 3 nights ago in this game. He is the bottom of the 15th, no score. There was a runner at first and 2 outs, and he had a double that went off the wall in left center field, and the runner at first came all the way around the score, and the Giants walked off to the NLCS. Here we go. 2 outs, no runners on, bottom 1 in Game 1. Ground ball at the middle, and that's a single for Crawford, who, like I said, was a Game 5 hero in the NLDS. Now, Brandon Bell batted 100. Batted 100 here in the postseason. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Colton Juan would go to first. Throw to Tellez, in and over. 1 hit and 1 left for the Giants. We're through 1 inning of play here in Game 1. Brewers 0, Giants 0. Top 2 here in San Francisco. Game 1 of the Best of 7 National League Championship Series. Here's Andrew Mertechin, the DH from Milwaukee. Ground ball up the middle. Diving is LaStella, but he cannot get there, or cannot knock it down. And even if he knocked it down, Mertechin has 80 speed. Leadoff single for Mertechin, the cleanup man and the DH from Milwaukee. And here's Rowdy Tellez. Foul ball 1-2. Mertechin's going, and it's a hit and run. Up back up the middle. Diving stole by Crawford. Heck of a play by Brandon Crawford. As the runner at first does get the send in, but the batter is out. What a play by Crawford. It got by Hauser, or it got by Alex Cobb, but then it was a dive and stop by Crawford to his right. Throw distance at 98 feet, throw speed 84 miles per hour. A heck of a play by Crawford to prevent a hit and probably prevent the runner that was stealing center miss, which was Mertechin, to get to third base. Runner at center, 1 out, full count to Renfroe. Ground ball, I will get through. And here comes Metuchen. Throw home my Yastrzemski is up the line. Metuchen safe. It's an RBI single for Hunter Renfroe, and the Brewers strike first in Game 1 of the NLCS. As the Brewers strike first in Game 1 of the NLCS here on the road. 1-on-1 out for Narvaez. Fly ball, left field. Peterson's there. 2 down here in the second. As even if the throw at Yastrzemski was on line, I think he was still going to be safe. Here's Kane. Peterson on dead if Kane gets on. Ground ball, Estella. And Cobb will hold the damage, or stop the damage at only 1 run. But the Brewers did a run on the RBI single by Hunter Renfroe. Middle of 2. The score is 1-0 Milwaukee here in San Francisco. Bottom 2, Game 1 NLCS Best of 7 series. Like I said, Game 1 of this Best of 7 NLCS. Here's Darren Ruff, the Giants DH, 1-0 Milwaukee here in Game 1. Ground ball back to Adrian Hauser. 1 down. Now it's Peterson. That 222 in the postseason and the NLDS. That 1 home run, 1 RBI, a solo home run in Game 1 of the NLDS. Foul ball 1 and 2 to the Giants left fielder. A center, a 12-sit stir, a 14 fastball, a circle change, and a slider for Hauser, by the way. 1-2 pitch to Peterson. Ground ball, slider trying to hunt. It's punched between Adames and Peterson. 1-out single for Peterson. For Jock Peterson. It's punched between Willie Adames and Jacob Peterson. Or not Jacob Peterson, Jace Peterson. Here we go. 1-on-1 out for Evan Longoria, the veteran third baseman. Longoria will ground. This to be 2-1. Adames, Tellez, double play, in and over. And the 2 here in San Francisco. 1-0 Brewers in Game 1. Here we go. Here's Jace Peterson. And at the top of the order, and Colton Juan and Willie Adames. 30th pitch. That's a ground ball back to Cobb. 1 down here in the 3rd. Vital is waving here at Ultra Park in San Francisco, California. No runners on 1 out. Top 3 for the Colton Juan. Is 0 for 1. Ground ball at the middle. Flat down by Crawford. Throw to first on the run. Got him. 2 down. Now it's Willie Adames. Todd trying to do it. Todd trying to do it. 1, 2, 3 in here. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. Said he's gonna did it, and he will. And over. 1, 2, 3 to the Brewers. Middle of 3. 1-0 Milwaukee here in Game 1. Bottom 3. Here's Steven Dudler. Then it's Joey Bart, the rookie catcher. And then at the top of the order, Yastrzemski ground ball. Jace Peterson throws the Rowdy Tellez. 1 down. Now it's Joey Barr. About a 2-11 in the NLDS and also in the postseason. They have 2 RBIs. It was a 2-run single, I believe, in Game 4 of that series against the Dodgers. Ground ball, Colton Juan. Quickly, there's 2 down here in the 3rd. That's a 2 2/3 innings. Hauser's only thrown 27 pitches, now 28. This 29 pitch. 1-1 pitch to Yastrzemski's batting 080 here in the postseason now. Ground ball up the middle. Flat down by Adames. Throw off bounce from behind second. Got Yastrzemski. Heck of a play and over. Way to the 4th. Here in Game 1. 1-0 Brewers. We're back here at Oracle Park. Here's the Yelich. Is 0 for 1 as well. Here we go. 1 for 1. Or 1-1 pitch. Excuse me. Fly ball deep center field. Going back is Dudler. And he'll make the catch shy, the track, and the wall. 1 down. It's only 391 to center. Yelich hit that 380. 1 down. And now it's Metuchen, a single and stored in his last at bat. 3-2 pitch to Metuchen. Ground ball at the middle. Flat down by LaStella. Throw to first off balance. Got Metuchen. 2 down. 2 outs for Tellez. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Crawford. And he should have probably dove for that one. But he does not. And it's through for a base hit for Tellez. And 1 on 2 out now for Renfroe with the RBI single on his last at bat. 50th pitch of the game coming from Cobb through almost 4 innings of work here in game 1. Fly ball right center. Dodgers over. It's a long run, but he is there and then over. 1 hit and 1 left for the Brewers. Middle of 4. The score is the Brewers 1 and the Giants 0 here in game 1. And we go. Bottom 4. Giants trying to get something going here. 1 on pitch to Tommy LaStella. Ground ball snagged by Adrian Hauser. 1 down. Now it's Crawford. It's single in the first. 1 on pitch. Ground ball left side. Peterson will cut it off. Zips it over to Tellez. 2 down quickly here in the 4th. Now Brandon Belt. 1 on pitch. Fly ball deep center field. Kane's bat. Can he get there? Yes, he can on the run and straight away center field. We head to the 4th, or excuse me, we head to the 5th. 1-0 Milwaukee. Back here at Old Park, top 5, game 1, best of 7 NLCS. Brewers, Giants. Brewers lead game 1, 1-0. Fly ball, left center. Back is Duggar. And he'll make the catch on the run in left center field. 1 down. Now it's Kane. Then it's Peterson. 3-2 pitch to Kane. And that is low ball forward. Good take by Kane on the center at 91 miles per hour. Just below the zone. 1 out, 1 for Kane. 1 on, 1 out now for Peterson. 60th pitch of the game coming from top. Fly ball left center. Going back is Peterson and Duggar. Duggar will call and catch in left center field. 2 down here in the 5th. 1 on, 2 out now for Colton Wan. He's 0 for 2. The fly on a ground out. 1-2 pitch. Line drive on the line. And Peterson, John Peterson is there. Halfway home here in game 1. 1-0 Brewers. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Brewers. No runs and no hits, no errors for the Giants. Only the 39th pitch over Hauser as he beat in his 5th inning and work. 1 on pitch. Ground ball past Hauser, but Wan's right there, but the shift was on. 1 down. There's Jock Peterson. 3-1 hitters count. And that is low. Good take by Peterson. Jock Peterson. 1 on center for Jock Peterson. Or excuse me, 1 out, 1 for Jock Peterson. 1 on, 1 out now for the third baseman Longoria. 2 on pitch. And that is low. 3-1. 14-year career with the Rays and the Giants. Started with the Rays and then came over to the Giants a couple of years ago. 3-1 hitters count. And that is outside. Now back-to-back 1 out wants. 2 on, 1 out now for the Giants for Steven Duggar. Joey Bart on deck. 49th pitch coming. And that is low as well. And this is starting then out of control. 6th round pick in the 2015 MLB draft by the Giants. Steven Duggar was. 2-1 count now. Foul ball 2-2. Back-to-back 1 out wants. Here's Duggar. Bart on deck if the inning doesn't end. That's a foul ball, and that should have changed time, but he fouled it away. Down a piece. He should have put that in play to tie the game or give us the lead. Or give the Giants lead. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball Peterson. This should be 2. Second 1. First double play by half a step. As he dot Duggar by half a step, and that's what Hauser needed. He up 2 straight, 2 out, or they up 2 straight, 1 out wants, but that's the double play. Right at the 6th. Still 1-0 Milwaukee. And then Hauser up 2 back-to-back 1 out wants, but that's a double play to end the inning. Top 6 now, still 1-0 Milwaukee. Here's Adames, 0 for 2. Ground ball Estella. Throw to Brandon Belt, 1 down for Christian Yelich now. And then it's McCutcheon. Here's Yelich 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. Not seeing either bullpen. 69 pitch coming from Cobb for 5 1/3. 1 earned run for Cobb, but he's in line for the loss. Fly ball Duggar, center field, 2 down. 2-1 pitch down to McCutcheon. 1 for 2, the single and a run scored. Ground ball at the Cobb. In and over. 1-2-3 to the Brewers. Middle of 6, score still. The Brewers 1 and the Giants 0. 9-1-2 due up for the Giants in the bottom of the 6th. It's Joey Bart. Might use Stremski and Tommy LaStella. And yeah, this clip's about to end. See you on the other side. You didn't miss anything. Due up for the Giants in the bottom of the 6th, like I said, is 9-1-2. Joey Bart. Might use Stremski and Tommy LaStella. Here we go. Here's Joey Bart. 0 for 1 in the game. Did not mean to do that. Wrong controller. Pardon me. Or my bad. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field. Renfro's over to his right. And he is there. 1 down. Here's Stremski now. Is like 2 for like 30 in the postseason or something like that. 1-2 pitch. Little jam shot. Peterson, the only guy on the left side of the infield. Throw to Rowdy Tellez. 2 down quickly. As this is starting to be a pitcher's duel. Brewers have 3 hits. Giants have 2. Obviously, there's been what 1 walk for the Brewers. I believe 2 for the Giants. But other than that, I mean, 1 run was on the RBI single by Renfro. The Brewers hunt the Renfro bat in the 2nd. That's a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 2-out single for Tommy LaStella, and it'll bring up Brandon Crawford. Time runs at first base at 2 away. On our first 2 outs for Crawford, who led us at the Game 5 hero, that ends the Dodgers in Game 5 of the NLDS. Ground ball at Adames. We'll throw it to center for the force, in and over. 1 hit and 1 left for the Giants. Way to the 7th, still 1-0 Brewers. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for the Brewers. No runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Giants. Both teams have 3 hits. The Brewers have a run, and the Giants have no runs. 3-2 pitch now to Tellez. That's a ground ball. Diamond is Longoria! But he hasn't did it cleanly, and Tellez will beat it out. As he didn't did it cleanly, it's an infield single for Tellez. 1 on, nobody out for Hunter Renfro. And they're selling him up Yarlene Garcia in the Giants bullpen. No action in the Brewers bullpen. Remember, the closer is Josh Hader. No tapper bat the Cobb. Will go to send him for the out there. Throw at the first as Crawford upended. Is not in time. 1 on, 1 out now. So the 1-6 fielder's choice. But Crawford got upended by the slide by Tellez. Energy of Cobbs in the yellow. 84th pitch coming. Here's Narvaez. Line drive. Center field. Duggar's there. 2 down. 2 outs now for, I believe, Kane. 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's Kane now. 2-2 pitch. Line driving in the gap. Will it get down? It will. In front of Duggar. Runner at first and all out at third. Throws it cut off by Crawford, then thrown to third. The throw by Duggar was cut off by Crawford, then Crawford threw to third. Or Longoria at third. It's not in time. Kane gets to third. Or not Kane. Kane is the single as Renfro, the runner at first. For Kane's at bat, not all the way to third. Runners in the corners, 2 outs now for Jace Peterson. Here comes the new pitcher for the from the Giants bullpen. 1 appearance in the postseason. Pitched in. Said he did have no hits, no walks, no strikeouts, no earned runs. 14 fastball, slider, and a circle change. Yarlene Garcia. Runner at first base will be in motion here. 3-2 pitch to Peterson. Top of the order follow. Ground ball is still. It's a tough play. Throw to first. Got him. And the inning's over. And the Brewers strand a pair of runners. Middle or 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. 1-0 Brewers in Game 1. Giants 9 more outs to work with. Down 1-0. No action in the Brewers bullpen or the Giants bullpen. Only a 67th pitch count from Hauser. Here's Belt. Belt will ground one off the pitcher. To the left in the mound. Can he recover and throw Belt out? Yes, he can. Did recovery by Hauser. 1 down. These fans are starting to get restless. Their team has 3 hits, no runs. Here's Darren Ruff, the Giants DH, is starting to warm up. Brad Botsberg in the Brewers bullpen. And remember, like I said, the Brewers closer is Josh Hader. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, left side, one to the left of Satin as the shift goes on. Will throw out Darren Ruff, the Giants DH, quickly 2-0 here in the 7th. And here's Peterson as one of the 3 hits for the Giants. As the Giants have 7 more outs to work with, down 1-0 here in Game 1 of the NLCS. 3-1 hitters count. That's low ball 4. With it to send it one. Peterson's taken and he's 1 for 1 with a send on 2 walks. Now Londoria is 0 for 1 with a walk himself. That's a third free pass for Hauser. Here we go. 2-1 pitch on Londoria. Time runs on base. 2-1 count. 3-1 now with Dudner on deck. 3-1 pitch. And that is in there. Got the outside corner. 3-2. Now the runner first will be in motion. So a ball on the line or on the gap, especially Triples Alley, should tie the game. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball 1. Throw to first, and the inning's over. 1 walk by Hauser in the inning, but the runner does not score. Way to the 8th. 1-0 in Milwaukee still on Game 1. So the Giants do have 3 hits only. They have 3 walks, but they can't score. Top 8, Game 1 still of the NLCS. 1-0 in Milwaukee. Fly ball by Colton Wan. Steven Dudder. 1 down. As the Giants scored a run, or excuse me, the Brewers scored the only run in the game. Brewers scored 1 run in the top of the 2nd inning, and right now it's the only run scored for the Brewers or the team. It was scored in the top of the 2nd inning on an RBI single by Hunter Renfroe. Here's Adames 0 for 3. Ground ball, Lastella backhands it, and there's 2 down for Yelich. Now it's Yelich 0 for 3 in the game. Notch in the Giants bullpen. Foul ball 2-2 to what he was the 2018 NL MVP. I know that. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball left center. Over to his right is Dudder, and Dudder is there in and over. 1-2-3 to the Brewers. 6 more outs to work with, or 1-2-3 to the Brewers. Giants have more. The Giants. 1-2-3 to the Brewers. Giants have 6 more outs to work with. Down 1-0 in Game 1. Bottom 8, 6 more outs to work with. Bottom 8, Giants have 6 more outs to work with. Down 1-0, and here comes the new pitcher from the Milwaukee bullpen. Brad Botsberger, first appearance here in the postseason. 14 fastball slider and a circle change. And the Brewers are also starting to warm it up. Josh Hader, who got 2 saves in the NLDS. 2-1 pitch now to Dudder. Then it's Barrett in the top of the order. Foul ball. Corner infielders are protecting the lines. To the pitch. Ground ball. It's a tough play for Adames. The runner of 76 feet. Throw to first. Got it by half a step. 1 down. There's that dash power by Doodle Cloud. Good play by Adames to keep the tying run off base. He got him by half a step. A good job by, like I said, Adames to keep the tying run off base. Throw distance 90 feet. Throw speed 91 miles per hour. No runners on 1 out for Joey Bart. Then atop the order, Yastrzemski. Bart 0 for 2. Fly ball. That one's crushed. Back at the wall. Jumping is Renfroe. Or not jumping, rather. He actually makes the catch up against the wall in straightaway right field. I thought I had to jump because I saw the arrows. The arrows to like rob a home run off, so I knew that wasn't a home run because it's about a 20-foot wall over there. I thought I had to jump. I did hit the jump button, but he didn't jump, and Renfroe didn't jump, but Renfroe still made the catch. 2 outs now for Yastrzemski as Bart gave it a ride, but Renfroe caught it. Ground ball, Adames will dive, and he probably didn't have to dive on that one because it looks like the ball went underneath him, but he dove anyways. It's a 2-out signal for Yastrzemski, and now 1-on, 2-out for Lastella. As the timer is at first base with 2 outs. And that's the first hit for Yastrzemski like forever. Like I said, he's like 4 for like 30 in the postseason or something like that. I don't know. I meant to hit the top arrow, not the bottom arrow. I want to see if there's anyone faster on the bench. Yeah. Well, they do have. I mean, I don't. 55 speed is fine. There's 2 outs anyways. Here we go. Timer at first base. No one runs at the plate. It's Lastella. Is 1 for 3. 1-on pitch. Popped up as he jammed in with the 14 fastball on the inside corner. It's caught by Adames and the inning's over. And a 2-out single by Yastrzemski goes to waste. Way to the 9th in Game 1, still 1-0 Brewers. Top 9, Brewers up 1-0, trying to get some insurance here. Here's McCutchen, is Sindel in the second inning, and scored the only run for the Brewers, or Sindel in the second inning, McCutchen did, and then scored the only run for the Brewers or either team in this game. 1-1 pitch to McCutchen. Ground ball foul. I just said Sindel in the second, and scored the only run for the Brewers or either team in game 1 so far. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball, and then good battle between Garcia and McCutchen. No, actually in the Giants bullpen, so Garcia is going to be, looks like it's going to be asked to pitch the 9th inning and hopefully keep it at 1-0. 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit. And throw to first base, is way too late. Leadoff signal for McCutchen. McCutchen, a second hit of the game. 1 on, nobody out for Tellez. And now the Giants are starting to warm up. Tyler Rogers in the Giants bullpen. Here we go. 3-2 pitch to Tellez. Tellez will ground one. Garcia would only go to first as he wants to hit the sure out. Because if you throw a second and he's safe there, everyone's safe. So he does hit the out. 1-3 ground out, and it's a 1-3 ground out in the butts. Runner gets to center base. And here's Renfroe. And first base is open. And it looks like they're going to walk Renfroe to fill first base, set up the double play. And once the double play, and because Renfroe has the RBI single in this game, which right now is the difference in the game, now it's 2-on-1 out for Narvaez, and they're going to bring in Tyler Rogers. Tyler Rogers, 4 appearances in the postseason, got the win in one of the games in the NLDS, pitched 4 innings, a 2.25 ERA. Let us say he did get one of the wins. He did get a win in one of the 5 games in the NLDS. 2-on-1 out for Narvaez. Narvaez will ground. This could be 2. LaStella, Crawford, Bill, double play as Rogers comes in and gets the 4-6-3 double play, and the inning's over. As we head to the bottom of the 9th with the Brewers up 1-0. Last call for the Giants. We head to the bottom of the 9th, 1-0 Milwaukee. Giants need 1 run tied, 2 to win in the bottom of the 9th. It's Crawford, 3-4-5 due up for the Giants in the bottom of the 9th. It's Crawford, Bell, and Ruff. As they need 1 run tied, 2 to win. The Giants do here in the bottom of the 9th. And here comes the Brewers closer, a lefty. Or here comes the Brewers closer, Josh Hader. The Brewers closer, obviously, and he's a lefty, so it's a lefty coming in to face the lefty. 3 appearances here in the postseason, 2 for 2 on saves, pitched 3 innings. Didn't have a few hits, but hasn't struck out anybody, hasn't walked anybody, and he hasn't given up any earned runs. Here we go. Here's Crawford, then it's Bell, then Ruff. 1-on pitch. Foul ball, and the corner infielders are protecting the lines because trying to protect against any extra base hit because Crawford is the time runner at the plate. 1-2 pitch to Crawford. Ground ball back to Hader. Kind of jamming with that 14 fastball in on Crawford's hands. Throws the Tellez, 1 down. As the Brewers are 2 outs away from taking game 1. Now it's Bell, 0 for 3. Darren Ruff on deck. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, Adames. From the outfield grass, throw to first on the run. Heck of a play by Willie Adames to keep the time run off. Base 2 down as the Brewers are out away from taking game 1 of the NLCS here on the road. Shift is on to the left in the infield and outfield as the Brewers are out away from taking game 1 of the NLCS here on the road. Darren Ruff stands in their way. Ground ball past Hader, but one's right there behind second. Throw to first. Game over, and the Brewers win it. 1-0 here in game 1 as the Brewers win game 1 of this best of 7 NLCS. 1-0, and they lead this best of 7 NLCS 1-0 as the Brewers win game 1 1-0, and with an RBI, and the Brewers scored the only run the Brewers scored the only run in the game for either team in the top of the 2nd on an RBI single by Hunter Renfroe, and then Hader shut the door in the bottom of the 9th by sending the Giants down 1-2-3. As Adrian Hauser gets the win, Alex Cobb gets the loss, and Josh Hader gets the save. Hauser's 1-0, Cobb's 0-1, and Hader gets his 3rd save of the postseason. As the Brewers lead this best of 7 NLCS 1-0 as the Brewers win game 1 of this best of 7 NLCS 1-0 over the Giants here at Oracle Park in San Francisco, California. Heck of a game. Brewers win it. So I mean, there's been more than a couple. There's been I think like 3 or 4, maybe even 5. There's been I would say 3 or 4, maybe even 5 games here in the postseason throughout the entire postseason. There's been 3 or 4 games, maybe even 5 during here in the postseason, throughout the entirety of the postseason, all the games that have ended 1-0. I would say there's 3 or 4, maybe there's been 3 or 4, maybe, or there's been 3 or 4, maybe even 5. But this is one more as Adrian Hauser gets the win. He's now 1-0 in the postseason. Alex Cobb gets the loss. He's now 0-1. Or Adrian Hauser gets the win. He's now 1-0 in the postseason. Alex Cobb gets the loss. He's now 0-1 in the postseason. And Josh Hader gets his 3rd save of the postseason. As McCutchen 2 for 4 with 2 singles and scored the only run for the Brewers. Or McCutchen went 2 for 4 with 2 singles and scored the only run for the Brewers or either team. Renfroe drove in the only run for the Brewers or either team, and that one run scored by the Brewers, which is the only run in this game for either team, was scored in the top of the 2nd inning. So the Brewers scored a run in the top of the 2nd. So the other team scored in the 1st inning. Brewers scored 1 run in the 2nd inning, and the Giants didn't score in the 2nd inning. And then from the 3rd inning to the 9th inning, no one scored. 1 run on 6 hits, no errors for the Brewers. No runs on 4 hits, or 1 run on 6 hits, no errors for the Brewers. No runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Giants. As in this game, there's 10 hits total, 6 for the Brewers, 4 for the Giants, and no errors for either team. And then only 1 run in this game between the two teams, and a 1 run was scored by the Brewers in the top of the 2nd inning, as McCutchen scored on the RBI single by Renfroe. As I just said, Hauser is only now 1-0 in the postseason. Cobb gets the loss, now 0-1 in the postseason. And then, like I said, Josh Hader gets the save, his 3rd of the postseason, and he got 2 in the NLDS. As he got 2 saves in the NLDS, and then obviously Hader gets his 3rd save of the postseason here in Game 1 of the NLCS. After the game, Hauser did walk 3 guys. Todd walked 1 guy. Hauser had 3 hits, 3 walks. Todd gave up 5 hits, 1 walk, and obviously 1 earned run. And obviously the bullpen for the Brewers, which pitched 2 innings, they have 1 hit, but that was all the hits they got. As the 6 hits for the Brewers, McCutchen had 2, Renfroe had 1, Tellez had 2, and then Tane had the other one. And obviously then Tane had a walk, and then that was it. And then for the Giants, they only had 4 hits, 1 by Peterson. Peterson went 1 for 1. John Peterson went 1 for 1 with 2 walks, 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. Yastrzemski went 1 for 4 with a single. Listella went 1 for 4 with a single, and Crawford went 1 for 4 with a single. They had their chances, the Giants did. I know they only had 4 hits, but they did have 3 walks. They had their chances, but unfortunately could not score. As Josh Hader got the save for the Brewers, his 3rd of the postseason. Sends the Giants down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 9th, as the Brewers win Game 1 of this best of 7 NLCS 1-0 over the Giants here in San Francisco, and the Brewers lead this best of 7 NLCS 1-9. It's tomorrow night in this game is Game 2 of the NLCS, Brewers at Giants, and that's episode of this series will be Game 2 of this best of 7 NLCS between obviously the Brewers and the Giants. And Game 2 will be at Oracle Park in San Francisco, and that will be the next video, that will be the next episode of this series. The next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Madden 22 Career Mode series, and that will most likely go up on Sunday, June 12th. This video could be done up on Sunday, June 12th. But either way, the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Madden 22 Career Mode series, and that video should go up on Sunday, June 12th, regardless of when this video is going up. This video is going up on Saturday, June 11th, or Sunday, June 12th. And like I said, the next video on this channel should be going up on Sunday, June 12th as well, if this video is going up on Sunday, June 12th. But either way, the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Madden 22 Career Mode series, and it'll most likely go up on June 12th, the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Madden 22 Career Mode series, and it will most likely go up on Sunday, June 12th, regardless of when this video goes up, regardless of if this video goes up on Saturday, June 11th, or Sunday, June 12th. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and great rest of your weekend. Stay tuned for Game 2. Stay tuned for the next video on this channel, and stay tuned for the next episode of this series, which, like I said, will be Game 2 of this NLCS and all that. And next episode of the series, like I said, will be game 2 of this NLCS, and it will hopefully go up on Monday. Because I've been trying to do an episode of this series every other day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, hopefully you guys have a great, and yeah, like I've been saying, or like I just said, I've been trying to do an episode of this series every other day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend, and if you're a kid watching it, hopefully you guys have great, or hopefully like I said, if you're regardless of who you are, if you're an adult or kid, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend, and if you're a kid, hopefully you have a great rest of your summer break. And for me, I have a great rest of my summer break as well. Because I'm on summer break for what? It's been about 3 weeks now, and I still have about, give or take, just under 3 months left of summer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's time to close and no board it. If you liked this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm gonna see you in episode number 8 of the MLB Show 22 Postseason series. See you in episode number 8. And eat all out of bacon and dough, Brewers.